Welcome to another episode of The Extra Pass. I'm your host, Adam Ballinger. We are brought to you by Chemist Warehouse, as always, thanks to them. And today on the couch, we've got Fab. I won't say your full name because I need to know the proper pronunciation of your name, the way you would say it, not the way everyone else says it.
Well, Fabijan Krslovic is pretty good, but if you want to be proper, Fabijan Krslovic is
Fabijan Krslovic. Is that right?
It's pretty good.
How many people on average would get that right?
Very rarely. Very rarely. Most people in the basketball world, it's not always right, but hey, they give it a crack.
As long as they're trying.
As long as they're trying, but
thanks for being here.
I love it. No worries.
Taking time out of your day. You got a busy schedule, a lot of things to do today. Just had a meeting before you came in here with, was it the nutritionist?
Yep. We all had a little nutritionist meeting, so put a little roundabout on the plan. Oh no, it's good. All good stuff, and had a massage as well. No complaints here.
Yeah,
all good.
Loving life. All right, let's get the elephant out of the room, out of the way. 2 losses.
Yep.
We're coming off the back of 2 losses, which is rare for us, rare for this team. How does it change? You know, how does your job change? Let's say we're coming off of 2 big wins. Now we're coming off 2 big losses. What's the day-to-day like after losses as opposed to wins?
It all depends on how you come into it. I feel like we've done a good job of coming in and, really looking at what we need to do to be better. And it's not like we need to reinvent the wheel or anything like that. It's more so it's like, hey, where have we strayed off the path? A little bit here, a little bit there. Like we didn't execute as well as we wanted to in these areas. So let's really get back to doing what we do well. Like, we've had a great start to the season. We put ourselves in a good spot. And we had a small bump in the road, but we're still in a great position. And it's nothing that we need to lose our minds about or go too crazy. It's more, as I said, looking at it, we didn't execute our basics, our structure well enough this last weekend. And credit to the 2 teams we played. They did a great job of making us uncomfortable and making it difficult for us. But we need to just get back to what we've been doing really well and get back to doing that really well and not getting too complacent, which maybe crept in a little bit. So just really looking at ourselves in the mirror, and I think we had a great session today. Super high energy, high level of competitiveness, and put us in a bit of uncomfortable situations on the court. So as I said, it's never fun losing 2 games. It's a lot funner when you win 2 and coming in. It's just a bit of a better vibe. But I think everyone's done a really good job of coming in and looking at this challenge ahead of us and the challenge of getting us back on the right track with a great attitude. So looking forward to this weekend. Yeah,
it was definitely not as fun. You said, but like Dean doesn't change much, right? As far as your guys' schedule and things like that, whether you're winning or losing, you kind of just stay on the path.
We have our plan and our values, and we're always going to fall back on them. Yeah. But I think, we're not changing. As he said, he's not going to lose our minds too much. We had a great video session day after the game where really, we could really see we weren't at our level. We weren't at a good enough level, and then so today, another good meeting, good session of things we can do better and what we look like when we are playing well. And I think we did a good job of putting that on the practice court today.
So there was no you played college basketball. You probably know what college coaches can be like.
Yep.
They don't necessarily stick to the plan after a loss or anything like that. So he wasn't threatening a midnight practice or anything like that?
Nothing like that. Not like it was... straight after the game, let's go straight to the practice court.
Managers are taping up the court and
I had a couple of those. You get back from a long road trip, you get back the bus back to get to campus at 1 a.m., 6 a.m. we're on the court. Yeah,
so,
this is fun.
We'll talk more about that a little bit later. Is everyone a little grumpier? Not to keep harping on it, but I think as fans, it's like you want to know the inside of people are grumpier, right?
Yeah, it's the moods. It's part of it though.
Absolutely.
And it's we've had a really great start. We were 13-2 going into the FIBA break, and so we didn't have too many times where we were coming in. I don't think we had any times where we really came into a week off a loss, because we lost 2 in a row, but we had a game straight away. So we won on that weekend and came in with a win. So everyone's just it's just the energy. Like you have to consciously come in and bring, be like, tell yourself you're going to bring some energy and because it's just naturally everyone's a bit a bit more. Yeah, it's not as excited, not as hype.
Everyone's on edge a little bit.
Yeah, probably, a little bit. But that's something that I found. You know, we had a great start, and how well you can navigate a season and navigate the ups and the downs.
Yeah.
And how well you can, as you said, stay the course and make sure you're still trending in the right direction. That's what separates good teams from great ones, and navigating this challenge at the moment. It's a position you don't want to be in, but I think every team at some point finds themselves in
absolutely,
in bumpy situations, bumpy times, not as fun.
But this is more of the norm. Losing 2 in a row is the norm,
and it's a good it's a good thing that we've established that this is out of the norm.
Full.
Yeah, so we've set ourselves up well. We're kind of sitting in it a little bit at the moment. We all kind of realize how much we don't want to be sitting in it. So I think that's maybe a little extra to attack this weekend.
Okay, and then to kind of erase the bad feeling of a couple losses, practice certainly helps, but then also, like you said, getting back on the court as quick as possible. Yeah, having a win, playing well, kind of makes you forget 100%. Everything that's
winning.
Led up to.
Winning fixes a lot of issues.
So let's talk about the 36ers.
Let's do it.
The upcoming game. How are you more excited to get on the court than even after a win because of what we just talked about?
I think, as you said, it's funny the game we play. Everyone can say what they want about process and everything, but winning and losing does matter. And it's,
absolutely.
It's funny sometimes.
It matters all the way up, top to bottom. The office down to the team, everywhere. Yeah,
we were talking about it. I think after the Wollongong game, and we were like, I was just like, it's funny if he released that ball. Half a second earlier, we're all in this locker room. We were all like, pumped after a big win. Tough one on the road against a team that beat us earlier. I was like, it's funny, like he releases a half a second earlier. We were just in total different mood. Our world's changed.
Absolutely.
And it's funny. The margins are funny, but as you said, there's nothing that can really, you can say all these things, come in with good energy and have a good practice, but nothing quite fixes this situation as much as a W in the
college coach used to say, after wins, everybody loves you more, and he put it even down, like even your parents, even your parents who love you unconditionally. After a win, not a little bit more excited. Everyone's more excited. Everyone's let's go, let's go out to eat. You want some new shoes?
100%.
But now after a loss, it's even your parents who love you unconditionally.
Walking on toes,
a little bit.
Yeah, a bit. So that's funny.
It's easy to practice. The best teams practice well after wins, not just after losses. Come out with intensity. Yeah. Okay, that was your coaching minute there from me. Okay, now we're going into the man that they call Fab. That's you.
That's me.
Sitting on the couch right here. You're of Croatian descent.
Yep.
Proud Croatian?
Proud Croatian.
Your name gives that away.
It does, yeah.
Now, what was like for you growing up? You're born in Sydney. How did you get into basketball? We'll start there.
Growing up was pretty interesting. So where I grew up in my first couple of years, big Croatian community around us. So I grew up. My dad I played for Sydney United. It was like the local Croatian soccer team.
Yeah,
my first thing was playing soccer with. I was 3 years old playing my brother's under fives team. I would come along because dad was the coach, and then he'd put me. I could run around and train with them at times, and I think I jumped in a couple games. I don't know if I was registered or not, but and then that's how I started. I played soccer all the way up, and then when I was, I think going into year 1, we moved to a different part of Sydney, and so we moved away from there and went to school, and I think it was in year 1 where I've been tall my whole life as well. I was always one of the taller ones. So someone just asked me if I wanted to join their basketball team because I was always playing. I'd only ever known soccer before that. Yeah. So I was still young. I was
very young.
6 years old.
Yeah.
So still, I know. I was just keen for anything. I love playing games, playing sports. So I was just year 1 joined just the local playing domestic comp for the mini Spiders, I believe the team was, and then so that started when I was in year 1, and I played with them. I think year 2, year 3, I played with some other guys, and I think going into year 4 was when I first got played for the rep team, Hornsby Spiders, bottom age under 12s. Got in there and was playing, and then haven't really looked back since. Been playing basketball and soccer throughout. I was excelling more at basketball. And I was not a bad soccer player as well, mind you, but
goalie or what?
I was a striker. Put me up front. I could put the ball in the back of the net.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But then through that, just kept playing. I just kept loving it. But then I was pretty good at basketball, playing for good rep teams. And I remember trying out for the state team in under 16s when because I was not really involved in any of the like NITP it was at the time. I think it's similar in Victoria. I was not really involved in that. But then at top age 16s, I just went along to the state team trials, not really thinking much of it. And ended up making the team for the New South Wales Metro. And we ended up winning nationals that year. For the first time, I think New South Wales had won it. So, and from that point on, I think basketball really just took over. I remember after that tournament, I got a letter about, potentially being involved in some Australia junior stuff. And that was just super exciting. And then from there, I was lucky enough to play for some junior Australia teams. Continuing playing for New South Wales, went to some world championships. And then, after finishing high school, got the opportunity to go to college. And just basketball has been basically consuming my life since.
Yeah, you went all the way up to college. It's good because that's my next question.
But
what point was it when you made the state team or when you won? What was that the point where you kind of realized, I
honestly remember it was when I got that letter from Basketball Australia saying that I might be in consideration to go to some Australia camps. Yeah. And I remember the first one I went to was soon after that under 16s nationals. It was, I think there was 20 so kids my age, it was in preparation for the under 17s world championships. It was the first camp. And I think from that point on, I realized I think I might be better at this than I thought. I might be all right here. And throughout the process, I never really, considered myself, I was never one of the superstars or one of the best guys around, but I kind of just did the right things. I was, always rarely made mistakes, kind of understood what the coach wanted from me. And so when I got selected, so I think from that point on is when I was I'm pretty good at this. And then when I got selected for the under 17s, the final team to make it, to go to the world championships, that's kind of when I, really started seeing the path ahead of me, I guess, and seeing where basketball could take me. And I was like, well, this was kind of started weighing up my future a little bit as well.
That's a big deal there. When did soccer drop off?
Soccer, well, it started dropping off. I'd always played club and school. And then I think I stopped playing club soccer, I think under 13s, under 14s. Which is weird because basketball, the aging's weird. It's under 16s, but I remember the first time I was 14 years old. Yeah.
It should be 15 and under, 17.
Yeah.
I agree.
And then, so it was about the same time when I made that New South Wales state team. I think I stopped playing club soccer. I was still playing for school, and then I stopped playing for school after year 10.
Okay.
So year 10, I was still playing for my school team, and then after that, because at my school you had to play sport, but then by this point basketball, when I was in year 11 and 12, basketball was getting pretty busy and I was playing pretty high level. That got an exemption to not play the winter sport.
How much do you attribute your footwork and athletic ability to also playing soccer?
I think it helps a lot, a fair bit. And I always loved, it was back in Tasmania, Scott Roth would always do he'd take the bigs for a workout and he'd always do this drill he got, I think he said from Hakeem. It was literally a soccer drill.
Hakeem's a famous
guy. So he would literally be moving the ball with our feet and I'd be making everyone else look silly. Except Majuk was also really good as well. But so the little things like that my butt. And then here we got our weekly soccer game.
Yeah. Oh, that's once a week.
Close once. If we get once a week, maybe some weeks we miss out. We didn't have one this week.
You play striker in that?
I do a little bit of everything. I realize everyone kind of likes to get forward, so sometimes I got to stay back and help stabilize our defense. But if
a team guy, so even when we play soccer, you're a team guy.
Yeah,
because you could be probably starring a little bit.
I make my bursting runs forward every now and then, and try and make something happen. But always trying to get the win.
All right, so how did you went to Montana University? Yep. If you've seen Ben, what's the?
It's Yellowstone.
Yellowstone, right?
Yellowstone TV show.
Have you seen that?
I haven't seen Yellowstone, but I believe it's based in Montana.
It's in Montana.
Yeah,
Big
parts
sky
of it.
country.
Parts of it. I think.
Have you seen it?
I've seen. I watched season 1, and then I think I stopped. I don't know why.
Don't worry. Every season after that's basically the
Yeah,
same season
but
1. Yeah.
based in Montana, they have parts in Missoula. I think it's kind
Is
of.
that where you were?
That's where I was. And then parts are closer to Bozeman, but it's a beautiful part of the world.
Yeah.
Montana. My goodness.
Big Sky Country Conference.
Yeah.
I mean, it's wide open. Like, what was the travel like? What was it like going from Sydney to Montana?
Very different.
Yeah.
Very different. Like, obviously, Sydney, massive city, this sprawling, how many kilometers. Like, I lived on the outskirts. I think, as I said, I moved and then we moved back out west. I lived in kind of the outskirts of Sydney. I'd say I lived in Sydney, but it took me like close to an hour to drive into the city.
Really? Wow.
Whereas in Montana, if you drive an hour, you're in the middle of nowhere. From out of Missoula, like towns are spread out. But it was a change, but I loved it. The people there were so great. It was like a college town. They loved the college
Like, the
sports
team is
teams.
everything there,
The
'cause
teams,
there's no
there's no
pro-
professionals.
there's no
the
professional
closest
sport.
teams are, I think, Seattle, which is like a 7-8 hour drive away.
Yeah.
The community absolutely gets around the school, the football team especially.
Yeah.
But we got a lot of fans, and people would really get supportive of us. But it was an awesome place, and I loved it there.
Yeah.
It was a
What
great
is
time.
it, the winters? Must have been rough.
That was a rude awakening. I literally remember the first time. I had the first time that it started snowing, because obviously I get there in kind of the back end of summer, so the weather's still good.
Yep.
And then when it started snowing, the first time I was still in dorms, I remember I was like, "This is amazing.
first time you've
this
seen
is
it.
beautiful. Like, I've never experienced this in my life."
It gets old. Real
And then
quick.
as you said, it gets old really quick. They have the amount of times, like especially during the winter, like the ice that you can't. What's it called?
You can't see black ice.
Black ice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're walking around and you just like trying like people you slip and almost injure yourself
when you're walking to class and
yeah,
stuff. Yeah. You
and
just see random people.
You see random people just falling over because
Yeah.
the black ice, you can't see it, and like you're
Con-
walking up a
concussion
step
protocol.
and yeah,
for on
it's
your way there.
crazy.
Everybody laughs at him, but you also feel bad. But you
It's
can't
horrible.
help. You can't help not laughing. Just random people are. And it's We didn't get as bad at Michigan State. You had the same thing, lake effect, snow, all that. But yeah, it can be walking to school. Like, the snow's down the first night, looks beautiful.
Yeah.
After that, it's
the
like
morning
slush and gray.
I remember one time, worst experience. Like, I was living off campus at this point, and I was getting the bus in to school, and there was some point I had to walk like a kilometer or something, and it was the worst thing I've ever experienced in my life. I was jumper, hoodie, like winter jacket. I was as well dressed as you could, but I remember at one point I was walking over a bridge in town, and the wind was just, I could feel it in my bones. It was horrendous. I think I was dropping off our rent check or something, so I couldn't get the bus all the way in. It was,
You probably had practice that night.
Yeah.
You're walking.
I was like, this is the most miserable. So luckily, since leaving college, haven't experienced anything like it. You don't get too much of that in Australia.
No, unfortunately. Every now and then some snow would be nice, but no, it's we're pretty lucky to be here. Okay. Back in quickly, we'll go through. You came back to Cairns.
Yep.
Then Tassie.
Yep.
Now you're back with us.
That's it.
Quickly to wrap up, just you as a person, which one did you like best?
Wow. I'm loving Melbourne.
I was going to say, I would hope you'd say that.
Literally, it's funny. Like, everywhere I've been, because I grew up in Sydney, like a pretty big city, a lot going on. And ever since I've left, I've just been in kind of like smaller towns. Yeah. Missoula.
Don't you dare call Melbourne a smaller town.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Melbourne people take that.
Missoula, small town.
Yeah.
Cairns, like I enjoyed my time there.
Yeah.
But as I get like a smaller city, smaller town, Hobart, smaller city. I loved it there. It was a great place to live. But now back in, Melbourne, like a proper global city.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on.
That was a tough
so
question
exciting.
for you too.
But
you've obviously
I've been very
They're
lucky.
all great places. Yeah.
All great places, all very different.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially like the transition from Cairns to Hobart was interesting. Cairns, I remember, you can't walk outside. You can't turn the AC off in the summer.
It's the opposite of Montana when you walk out.
In the summer during the NBL season, it's like if I leave my house, I'm just going to start sweating immediately. And then Hobart, That's
The opposite.
the exact opposite
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Australia. It's like super chill, and then it's like you have some days where the sun's out and it's just belting you, but then most days it's kind of chilly.
All right, Fab. Thanks a lot. We're taking a break. We're not done yet. We're
Yeah.
not done yet. We're taking a break. We got to shout out to Chemist Warehouse once again because we love them, and then we're coming back. Score yourself a great deal at Chemist Warehouse. Find huge savings on all your favorite brands across vitamins, sports nutrition, fragrances, hair care, and lots more. Shop in-store, online, or click and collect at chemistwarehouse.com.au. And we're back. All right, Fab, we're back after our just little break there. Thanks for sticking around.
Absolutely. Wouldn't want to be any less.
Thank you. Thanks for saying that. Neither would these guys, especially locked behind the camera. Okay, we're going into our Fast Five now. We haven't had you before.
Uh-huh.
This is what this podcast is famous for, like I would say, and maybe a couple other people out there might say it. Not very few, but we're going Fast Five. These are 5 questions. You have to answer those much like you did at the start of the podcast. And you don't have to answer them fast, so it's kind of.
I was going to say, I feel like a big part. Do I have to answer them quickly?
There's no pressure to answer fast. We can go as long as we want. You ready?
This is Fast Five with balls.
Been waiting for this the whole time. Now we're on to the fun stuff. Yeah, they're hard hitting, so I hope you're ready. Okay, the first one. All right, so you're a big Croatian soccer fan.
Yep.
These are things that I've heard about you. Thoughts on their World Cup group? Do you know their World Cup group?
Yes.
Definitely a big fan. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's name the 3 teams. Can you name?
So we got Croatia have England.
Yep.
Ghana.
Yep.
And I'm pretty. It's either is it Panama?
It is.
Because I was going to say
That's
I wasn't
impressive.
sure because Australia's got Paraguay, and there's been times it's like, is it Panama? Which one's got Panama? Which one's got Paraguay?
That's impressive. What are your thoughts on the group? What are our chances of getting out? I say are because I'm also.
You're getting on board.
Yeah.
I love it. We'll take everyone. I think tough group. England's a tough team, but Croatia's been playing pretty well recently, and we've got our stalwarts have been around for a while who will take us out of the group stage. I'm pretty confident, and then who knows what will happen from there. So I'm pretty confident I'm getting through. I don't know whether it'll be first or second, but it'll be tough. Australia's got a good group. I think Australia pretty good draw.
Got 2 teams.
Australia's got.
It's in America, isn't it?
It's in America.
America made it. Is that the only reason they?
Well, it's not the only reason, but they automatically made it.
Yeah.
The USA is in Australia's group.
That's what I was going to say.
Oh, really?
Australia's got USA and
This is going to be tough for me. I now have 3
Paraguay.
teams. 4 if you count Italy.
there you go.
Whew.
Italy's
I better
not
pay
in yet.
attention. Oh, Italy's not in yet?
Italy's still
they're
going to
not in yet.
qualify.
Oh no. So you'll watch all those games though, like even if they're on 2 a.m, you're watching.
Yeah, it'll be good. I think the good thing, the timing should be pretty good for us here, right?
Yeah, you're
They'll
right.
be like
It'll be
sort of
midday
mid-morning,
or-
mid-afternoon.
There might be some like early mornings if they've
Yeah.
got like a midday game over there, but I think
Yeah, you're right.
good thing about
That's
the
true,
USA
America.
should.
You like watching
That's
the
the
NBA?
thing. Like when they've all been in Europe, I was getting up.
You were really?
Yeah.
Wow.
We're getting
Okay.
up.
All right. Next question. All right. This came from a quick Google on you.
Okay.
Your 2022 Topps basketball card is on eBay.
Wow.
Do you own any of your own cards? There's a few different variations. There's like a refractor and like a chrome.
I've seen some pretty cool ones.
Yeah.
I think I've got a couple.
Do you know? Guess how much it's going for?
$3.99.
No, $4.99.
Oh,
Listen, or best offer. So it could be.
It
like,
could be
somebody could say
$3.99.
like $300.
That's a steal,
Somebody
man.
might offer $300 or something like that.
Hey,
And it's
feel
jumping
free to
up.
offer that much.
Hey,
It's not mine, so I won't get any.
The sports card game is hard. It's a watered down.
It's all right. I understand that I'm not the most sought after card there is.
No, I don't.
That's
I
all
think
right.
$4.99 is probably good.
If he gets a sale, $4.99, that'd be great.
Definitely higher than common.
Yeah.
I would say. Okay, next I got this big Pokemon guy. Is that true?
It's pretty true.
Is it really?
I think I've played every game.
See, I don't know anything about Pokemon. That started after I was of that age.
Yep.
But it's always been around since then. I don't know anything about it. So you played every game. So how are you a big Pokemon guy? Or is it the cards?
I was never too much in the cards. Recently, I've kind of gotten into the cards a bit.
Back into it a little bit.
Yeah. But
No, those are expensive. Some of those
I think that's why I never really. They are expensive. I've literally opened some yesterday.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
I should have done that in the pod. That would have been
I
great.
didn't think about
Some
that.
bonus.
But always, I just remember. I think we had Pokemon Yellow on the Game Boy Color,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and
those are
that's every time we went on like road trips or anything with family, I love Pokemon was like the only game I like. It was portable, so
you could play it anywhere.
I played them everywhere. Obviously, spent a lot of time sitting on the couch playing it.
Did you do the brief? There was like a brief month where everybody was playing
Pokemon
the game
Go
on the phone, and you had to
Pokemon Go.
Is that Pokemon Go?
Yeah, I was in college at the time. It was.
You find any of it?
It was a wild time. It was a good time. I remember me and some of the guys on the team, we'd just be like driving around because you have to drive slowly enough because so it doesn't think you're driving.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah.
Because it's like if you're driving, it doesn't count. So we'd be like cruising down some side streets going like 5-10 miles an hour.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I guess you're all of it that age because it was popular when you were kids then.
But then I think, do
you have a favorite? There's like, how many of them are there?
There's over 1,000.
They're still bringing out new ones?
They're still bringing out new ones.
But there was like an original.
I'm pretty basic. My favorite, Charizard.
Charizard.
Yeah.
That's the card that's really expensive.
It is. Right. But I love, as I said, my favorite thing about Pokemon Yellow, you could get all the starters.
Okay.
So you can start with Pikachu, but you can get Charmander, Squirtle, and Bulbasaur.
And those are the levels of the same thing?
Like if Charmander goes into Charizard, Squirtle goes into Blastoise, obviously, and then Bulbasaur to Venusaur.
Oh, wow.
But so I love that was the first one I had. You could get them all, and then I think after
he's like the Michael Jordan of Pokemons, right?
He is. Yeah, I think he is. He's
All right, that was good. That was great. Bring a pack next time.
We'll
have you on next week again.
I can just open a pack.
All right. Also, this is kind of the same question, but it's a new one.
I love it.
Big League of Legends guy.
I wouldn't say big.
Oh, okay. A League of Legends guy.
Yeah. I never played it.
Can you explain what it is first? You didn't play it?
No, sorry. I got into it about a year ago.
Oh, okay. So
then I was Anthony Drumick forced me to learn it and play it.
Yeah.
And
it's like a strategy game.
You control like one character. It's like 5-on-5.
Did you have a character that you liked?
I only play as Garen. He's just a super basic. He's a super basic dude. He runs around with a sword and he spins. Yeah. I love him.
Now, could you level him up to like a Charizard or a...
No, he does. He gets stronger as the game goes on. The game lasts about 30-40 minutes.
So everyone restarts.
So every game you start at level 1, and then as it goes on, you get XP, you get stronger. All right. And then you buy items to make you stronger.
We could talk about this for a long time.
Yeah.
But I don't think that people out there necessarily want to... Okay, the last one is the actual real basketball question. Okay, we're back to basketball.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. No, just kidding. Okay, you've been called the world's greatest... BP, could you help me out on this? The world's greatest wall-up defender, correct?
Wow. I have had journalists come up to me and say...
not just any journalist.
One of the best wall-up guys in the world.
I love...
Have you heard that? Sam Vecini is like probably the journalist.
I don't think I think maybe I heard him, Sam Vecini say it, but I love a good wall-up. And it gets me excited when other guys on the team do it. I think Jesse had a couple fantastic ones. Because there's a difference between a wall-up and, when you're trying to block a shot.
Yeah. So there's no wall-up stat.
Nah. Sometimes it's funny, like I've always backed myself as being pretty good at wall-ups.
Yeah.
But now I think this year I'm kind of getting some blocks with them as well.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of taken over. People only see the blocks, not the wall-up.
That's the thing. I've always... I still get excited when I do a great wall up and someone misses.
And a wall up is, for people that don't know, is
it's just making
you're standing straight up.
I just jump straight up.
Oh, but jumping. So it's not standing. You're jumping.
That's the thing. Like I feel like if I don't jump, you're more likely to get called for a foul.
Yeah, because you have your own airspace. Like you can jump. The rules are you can jump straight up and down your own airspace. So if the offensive guy comes into you and you're straight up and down, it's not a foul.
Not a foul.
And that's not easy to do. You probably broken some ribs doing that.
The thing, you jump up and then sometimes when you get hit, you bring your arms down and the refs see that your arms are, not vertical. And that's the hard part. And you get called for fouls there.
Yeah, because they're jumping literally into your stomach.
Yeah,
and
it's natural.
Without bringing your arms down.
Yeah.
Great. And because you're doing that, they're missing the shot, but it's not a block and it's not a stat that you're going to get.
You don't always get credit for it. When you get the block, you do, but sometimes they just miss and I still get just as juiced.
So do you, it's not something you practice. I mean, you're not walking around the house at night working on your wall ups, are you?
We'll stick to that story. I'm not walking around the house by myself just jumping.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Even at practice, there's no time outside of scrimmaging where you're.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, it's just something that you can do and be good.
It's just something because I think I I've never
A niche kind of.
yeah, I guess I think I've just over the years because I'm not an elite athlete and I'm not blocking shots consistently. So it's like, how do I make things difficult?
Yeah.
And just drive the numbers down. They still make it sometimes.
What's another good thing for the kids is sometimes you got to get in where you can fit in.
That's it. Yeah.
So if you're not the most athletic, you're not the highest jumper, the best dunker, you got to find things other people don't want to do, and that'll get you plenty of playing time. It'll
Find
get you
a way to make
professional basketball player.
Drive, yeah, because guys are going to make shots. They're going to make tough shots.
Yeah. But not everybody wants to do
drive
a lot
those
of that
numbers
stuff.
down a little bit. That's what I do.
But can you walk us through the art of the wall up? Like, can you give us?
I honestly,
It's hard to.
it's hard to put into words.
Yeah,
Isn't
it's kind of like explaining art or explaining.
It's just
like
something just takes over and I lose consciousness almost. No, it's all about timing the jump. I feel like if you're too late, you're kind of giving the guy a boost, and then if you're too early, you're just going to land on top of him.
Yeah,
and then the refs will call a foul.
That's a good point. Timing has to be perfect.
It's just timing. It's as simple as it sounds. I just jump straight up and have my arms back. The timing, I guess, is a factor, and like I think that's just come from years and thousands of reps of watching people, I guess, drive at the rim and try finish at the rim. So, just timing is, I guess, the only real part of the only real
timing and toughness.
Yeah,
and discipline.
Discipline's a big one because I used to always. I guess that is the thing. As I said, I always used to bring my arms down, and I would get called for fouls a fair bit. That would make me upset because I feel like I'd be like, "That's not a foul."
Yeah, and you let them off the hook.
That's it.
They go to the free throw line.
So discipline to stay straight and just build that wall.
All right. Well, Fab, that was a lot of fun. I appreciate you showing up.
No worries.
Locke, great job behind the camera.
Incredible.
BP on the ones and twos over there. Thank you. Thanks to me, of course. And also thanks to Chemist Warehouse. Go in there and get yourself some vitamins.